Last session, your party embarked on your very first mission, a grocery run. In the small Lushlands town of Whittleweet, you encountered arduous trials, like learning the basic currency system and deciding what kind of cheese would pair best with the season's vegetables. Alongside those tribulations, you also antagonized an elderly farmer, killed several of his possessed livestock, one of which you had an interesting conversation with. Information in hand, an arcane anomaly now recognized, you all turned your attention back to the mission at hand, groceries, and started the journey home. So, yes.
In our defense, you said possessed.
You did, you know what? I'll give you that much. However, they're still dead, and he is still traumatized. This information in hand, you all are returning home. For the first time, this is your first time actually returning back to the house after leaving. You've not left the vicinity yet, so as you return back towards that tree line of the central forest, everyone roll me perception.
Ooh.
Nat 1.
It's a 4. First roll of the day, natural 1 to Tory, Renee
Getting it out early, getting it out early.
Nope, they will be all nat 1s. There's no
20?
such thing as getting them out.
Oh!
That makes sense.
21.
21, okay, nat 20, 21.
Nice 4.
Solid 4, okay. With a natural 20 and a 21, as you begin to step towards the tree line, I would say that you, Ruby, you begin to see, as you step forward, this dense foliage, the undergrowth that kind of sticks together like fingers in a bridge. As you step toward it, it begins to rustle and pull apart. Very, very slowly, very subtly, but just you catch it out of the corner of your eye, and with a 21, you, Briar, you hear it. You hear, as you begin to approach, a steady whisper begin to grow louder. They're back, they're back, they're back. Briar, Briar, hello, Briar.
How do they know my name?
This is the good kind of magic, right?
No, it's not.
But they opened for us. They gave us a pathway. Do I have to draw another map?
Go ahead.
I believe you do need to draw us a map. I think that'd be greatly helpful.
I can do that!
Go ahead.
So the rest of you begin to approach this tree line. You do not notice any receding tendrils, but as you don't you dare laugh, as you step forward. Ruby, you begin drawing a new map. You see this entryway clearly open for you. It's very convenient to the rest of you. You see just a break in this otherwise extremely dense interlocked tree line. And sure enough, you're able to easily step through, and for those of you who noticed, Ruby, your skirts are very full. There's layers of tulle, there's horsehair to prop it up, there's oddly no snagging on any branches whatsoever, no thistles digging into your stockings. It is just clear and easy passage. Eris, you step through the tree line jauntily into the forest, and you immediately part of your sash is just caught in this thicket.
Oh, that's terribly sad. Try to carefully tug it away so I don't rip it.
Sure. Roll me sleight of hand.
I would probably help them get unsnagged.
Advantage.
You said sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the advantage. It was a 5 both times. So that's 8.
Okay, with an 8. Oh. Describe to me, what kind of fabric is this sash? I assume it's very bright and colorful.
Probably satin.
A nice satin?
Yeah.
Okay. As you pull, and you're attempting to assist by gently kind of nudging it out of the way so that the thistle that is wedged itself inside, you kind of gently take it off so that the run doesn't get any larger, but as you're tugging, Eris, you become increasingly frustrated because why is nothing happening to Ruby? This is ridiculous. So as you're tugging and tugging and tugging, you just hear a and the end of your sash just pulls apart into a stringy mess.
Oh, that's just devastating.
Now, I know that was sad, but can I ask a favor? Can we take some of that back for Red's cage?
Sure.
Oh, good. That'll be so nice. It's like a piece of you. No.
As you are walking, it is a relatively easy journey home. Straightforward, nothing else happens. Are there any conversations you'd like to have as you walk home for the first time?
Well, I'm over here wondering whether the forest did that.
It is
on
loud.
purpose. Yeah, I'm just like, hey, you want to play some music as loudly as you can?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you have any suggestions, requests?
Bossy, what do you think?
You see this man, this large man who's been relatively quiet behind you, just he looked to you, Eris. What songs do you know?
I know like every song, you know. Every genre. I can come up with it if I don't know the words.
Eris, tell me, what is one of your favorite songs?
We do have like a very fun, like circus, you know, like we all get together at the end of the night, sing like around the campfire kind of songs. I like those a lot.
Voss, having attended the circus, would at least know one of these and suggest you. What is the title? Lay it on me.
It is called We Join Together. Thank you. We all sing it Kumbaya style around the fire.
Did you just come up with STILLHEARTH's We Are the World?
I was thinking of We Go Together.
It's kind of a combination.
Okay, so this abomination of We Are the World, and We Go Together from Greece.
It's like the tune is similar to We Are the World, but you do the dance.
But you,
yeah.
Okay, Voss, this gothic 6'4" man would look to you and with a completely genuine voice, he would ask for that.
Like, all right, but only if you dance along. I'm like da 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 da.
Ruby inexplicably knows the dance.
It was in one of my books.
That's great. Wonderful job.
Okay, I would say with this beautiful traveling music to guide you, eventually you break that threshold, you see the clearing once again, the sun, the dappled light coming in through this very small plot of land with no great copses of trees anywhere, and you see home. And sure enough, the second you step through the clearing, you see the door, boom! You all made it safe! And you'd see Mama, her hunched form over a cane, waving you over.
I have the garlic.
Oh, good!
Was that all that was on the... We had a whole list, I thought.
We have almost, I think we have everything that's on the list.
Plus some extras.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good to see you all had fun. Hello, Ruby.
I made a purchase!
You did? Oh my...
Shopped small.
That's so... I'm so proud of you.
She did make a purchase.
And what...
Wait, show her.
Hold on, turn away for a moment, please.
Okay. See, she just spins around.
Take it.
Can I turn around now?
Together.
All right. Ready?
turn
Yes,
around?
look, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got you this gift. It's dyed leather scraps with embossed patterns that are teal with leaves on it for you.
Did you write that down?
Yes.
Oh! You'd see she actually fidgets for a moment with her hands, like she doesn't know quite what to do. That's very nice.
And I bought it.
You did. Thank you very much. And thank you both so much. I truly do appreciate it. This is very nice.
We couldn't find any pottery, we did look, but we thought we would come back with something else that's similar to your tastes, we think.
It's okay, their pottery is kind of dog water anyway. It doesn't matter.
I know you didn't ask for this, but I brought pork. I killed it myself. I mean,
Are you okay?
Yeah, I won the battle.
You should see the other guy.
Yeah. And also a pineapple in case you wanted to do a little.
A what?
A pineapple.
Oh, you went to the little exotic fruit shop.
Yeah.
Yes, they're very sweet.
Yeah, I think this will pair really nicely if you want to do like dinner different at night and.
Sure, I can preserve that, and you know what, this is perfect because I have a little drying rack, and I can make sure you have little jerky snacks for the road next time.
Iris
What
has drawn
are you drawing?
pineapples.
What a little artist.
Oh, thank you. I like to draw pictures.
That's very good. I'll put that near the ice box. I'll put it up with a little magnet.
You should put it on your door.
And with that, she would gesture to all of you, come in, come in. It's not exactly, it never really gets cold here, but it can get a little chilly when the draft comes in, so.
I take Lit to the stable and make sure he's all set before I go back into the house.
Okay. You all are able to enter. As you do, I would say that when you do enter the clearing for the first time, just as the noises, the voices, the whispers cease, as does any chill, any overbearing warmth from walking, the sweat kind of slicking your back from the long walk over, from dodging brambles and roots, just kind of dissipates, almost like a prestidigitation has been cast and it's free from your clothes.
I did not perspirate because I have excellent stamina.
Okay, Jan. All of you make it inside, and you'd see Mama immediately kind of, she has these little baskets on either arm that she's holding out. Okay, load me up with whatever you have, and I'll take it to the kitchen.
We can just help you to the kitchen.
No, let me have this.
Oh, all right.
Okay. I just want all of you've been walking, and I want you to rest your legs, and I might have old bones, but I'm stubborn as hells, so good. Okay. Thank you all. You get settled and think about what you want. I'll go ahead and get started on the casserole and just be down in time for dinner.
Do you want help in the kitchen?
Oh, sure, dear. That would be great. Why don't you relax first and change into some comfier clothes, and then you can come on down.
Okay, Mama.
And she'd go ahead, she'd swing open the door, kind of back up into it and close it with her hip, and you'd see her leave.
I'm gonna learn how to cook.
You have the home all to yourselves. What would you like to do?
I'll go do that. I'll go change
Okay.
to then go help Mama.
Okay.
I'll drop my, outfit illusion, so I'm in my casual homeware.
You have a little, ripped seam just on the side from where the sash was.
Go fix that.
Is it gone then? The little extra piece of cloth?
No.
Oh, is it gray now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I still am tying it on Red's cage, and then it will change while I'm doing that. I'm like,
Sorry, and that's not, we had, people helped us with that kind of thing.
I can sew, it's just, it's much easier to do it on someone, and it's kind of hard to sew, over here. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think that'll fit.
Do you need me to do it for you?
Oh, do you sew?
I do.
I would love the help, thank you.
Certainly, just let me know. You'd see he actually begins to take off his outer cloak and he hangs it on the coat rack. And as he starts to kind of unblouse his shirt, when would you like that?
Oh, just at your earliest convenience.
All right. And he stalks upstairs to go to his room.
Cool. I'm gonna go to my room and change into something comfier and get some writing supplies and write a letter to my parents.
Okay. Ships passing in the night, you do see Ruby as she exits now in her comfier clothes. What is your loungewear, Ruby?
What is your loungewear?
What are your comfy clothes?
this is not something I thought of. Immediately I'm thinking, we were just at D23, so I'm immediately thinking of Tory's Rapunzel outfit, where it's like a blouse and like casual corset, like something that, so she doesn't have to wear any other undergarments, and then just the pantaloons.
Like a bodice.
Yeah. Insert photo of Tory's D23 Rapunzel.
Thank you. I thought it was very cute.
That, but it's Ruby.
That, but red.
So you would see Ruby exit now just in a, truthfully, more casual than you've ever seen her. She actually looks less like a very fancy dress-up doll you used to see as a child that your parents, even as affluent as they were from their adventuring days and their different prospects, could not afford. She now just looks almost like a normal person, but not quite.
I give her a nice little and I walk away. And then when you do that, I'm like, keep walking.
Okay, Easily, you are able to scrounge up the writing supplies. Mama has extras everywhere. The real challenge is finding any ink that is actually black. She has a just wide variety of colors, and none of them are labeled. Not as you think you get a black one, you're like, this is pink. Okay, nope, that's purple.
Oh, this was like holographic. Anyway,
Pretty much, yes. There's some magic ones in there that when you have you ever seen that image, the joke of the quill that lights on fire when you're writing because you're doing so? One of them actually does that.
Whoa, okay, never mind.
Quite a lot of fountain pens as well. You would probably have to ask the woman herself how this is organized, if at all, but if you want to, you write a very colorful rainbow letter to your parents.
Yeah.
You can tell me what that says later.
It's just kind of like, hey, I'm adventuring at this lady's house, and I kind of let them know like who I'm staying with and just kind of what happened.
What happened as in the entirety of are you omitting any details?
Oh no, I'm saying everything.
Okay, understood.
And I'm like, I have this roommate who's like, does not like me for some reason. And there's
Is everyone mentioned by name?
Yes.
Understood, okay. How are you going to send that? Do you have a plan?
I'm gonna ask Mama.
Okay, we're gonna get to that
Great.
then. What is everyone else doing? You're waiting for boss.
I'm downstairs with you, like. Okay, so he's gonna sew your little shirt up. That's pretty helpful.
Well, yes, it's very helpful because considering no one else here knows how to sew.
That's true.
Otherwise, I'd have to take it off myself, and like it doesn't seem like there's a mannequin in here, so I'd have to shove a pillow in there and sew it up the side. It's kind of a stretchy material, so it's easier to be stretched out. It's just easier to do it on the body.
That sounds fair. That sounds very fair. Well, if you want anything, I'm gonna go upstairs and
Oh, of course.
get a little bit more comfortable.
Can have some heart-to-hearts later.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, have fun. Pop upstairs.
Okay. As you do, you'd see Voss is actually returning back down. He's now in, again, casual clothes, which is just a black poet's shirt and those same high-waisted pants. He's the most defrocked you've seen him, but he still has the hood on and the veil, but the mask is off. And he would head downstairs. You, hello Ruby, are headed to cook with Mama.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's like that game, Cooking Mama.
You are cooking with Mama.
I'm cooking with Mama.
Okay, you would enter the kitchen, Ruby, and you are immediately hit by the sound and the smell, this onslaught of senses. And you hear the clattering of pans, and you hear off-key humming as she's kind of swaying her hips and stirring a pot. And you see a splatter of batter on the wall just a moment. The second you enter, right next to you, and you'd see a lot of these bowls are floating mid-air with the spoons stirring themselves. You see a whisk that is just kind of standing in place in air, and she very distractedly sets down one spoon, removes her hand, it stays free floating beside her, and she grabs the whisk, goes, "That is not what I wanted." And then lets go, reaches into a space where there is nothing, her wrist disappears, and she pulls out a bigger whisk. And begins to stir.
Is cooking a type of magic?
You see startles a moment, turns around. There's a little bit of flour on her nose.
Well, you know what? Yes, because I think really all magic is taking nothing and making it something. And you make it all by yourself, and a lot of times what magic is it's making something out of nothing for someone else or for yourself. And I think cooking is magical because what it does is you take all of these things, and she holds an egg, and you can and she cracks it, and you'd see the yolk with the white stretching stops midair, almost like a swing. This could have been so many things. This, in a different life, could have been a chicken that laid another egg, or this could have been scrambled eggs, or this could have been a muffin. This could have been anything. The potential in this little egg. She taps one of the shells. You see it begins to splinter and crack. It could be so many things. But together, we're gonna make something, and it will be ours. Just our thing, and I think that's magic. So yes.
Can I poke the egg?
Sure, you can poke the egg.
Where do you poke yolk? Do you poke
Yeah.
what? Okay, your finger sinks
She doesn't know
in.
any better.
Just,
Oh, that was a mistake.
It's okay.
did you wash your hands? We're not gonna use this egg. So the different egg will be magic that we make together. This egg, though, this is garbage. But that's okay. You see a little dustpan swoops in and immediately in midair and just kind of chucks it out the window. That's a later problem. Okay, so no, it's okay. You're doing so well. What we're going to do is if you feel scared or like you don't know what to do, have you ever made anything? Good, wash your hands. Have you made anything before, Ruby?
I made my way here.
Oh boy, howdy, you sure did. All right, so if you, when you're making something, there are a few rules of the kitchen. This is a knife. Don't touch that part. Sharp part, bad. Always hold it here and never cut toward yourself. That's also bad.
But I get to use it?
You. In an hour? Yes. But first, you're going to watch me do it a couple times. And this is the stove. You see, she has this beautiful, kind of embedded in the wall stone furnace. It's a charcoal furnace that you have to light yourself. It's already going, so you don't have to worry about lighting it. But it's manual. And she goes, "Don't touch it. No. It's okay. Just that is hot, and it's. Oh, how do I explain this? Have you ever stayed out in the sun to know you're from the north? No, there's still UV. Have you ever gotten a sunburn before?
You get that from going outside, right?
Shoot. Okay. Have you ever touched a candle before and gone, ouch?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay, that, but times a lot. So
Okay.
don't touch any of this.
No touching.
Yes. Oh goodness. So,
It's a lot of no touching items.
that's how cooking is because it makes really yummy food, but also you could hurt yourself kind of easily.
But then you can touch the food after.
You can.
Okay.
And you can eat it. Ruby, what I've learned from cooking is making something for other people, and sometimes when you devote yourself to working and trying to make things for others, you might hurt yourself in the process. It's just good to know the rules so that you can be aware of how to avoid that, and that goes for anything.
Yeah, my mother did not really let me do a lot of things that involved like sharp or hot.
Yes, well,
I had a lot of books. I got
Special.
paper cuts.
yes, she's a very special woman.
She said you were special too.
Did she? Okay, so why don't you go ahead and get started on there's a cheese grater right here.
No to the knife, but yes to the cheese grater.
I would just be rubbing the cheese against it.
Okay, so hold. It's not a mandolin. Everyone calm down. So, no. Okay, so you're going to hold the top, and I want you to make sure. If you touch your fingers to the blades, it is bad. So you're just going to grate the cheese, and when it gets close to your knuckles, because you're holding it like this, you're going to stop, and you're going to let me do it. Okay, good. With that, she starts cooking. How close do you get?
Like, there's like a mug's worth left of cheese.
Thank God. Okay, she's very happy with this.
I did it.
You do it twice, your arm starts hurting a little bit, and clearly you must be done if your arm starts hurting.
That was so much work.
That's very good, dear. You did so good. All right.
And now it's time for the knife.
Not yet. Briar, are you around?
Yeah, I just immediately, she calls me and I'm like already through the door.
Look, I used this cheese grater thing.
Oh boy. What? Okay. Your hand's not bleeding, so that's a good
She
thing.
did very good.
Great job.
Look
oh,
how much
that's
cheese.
And I think your sister is a wonderful help. I would just love if you could make sure that when she's
cutting some of the meat for me, that she is careful.
Of course, I've done a little cooking in my day, so I can
I
help
just
out.
need a kitchen supervisor.
Yeah,
you know, I
no
lose
problem.
track of
I'm
you.
learning.
Great, excellent.
Okay, so you go ahead and you start cutting up some of the meat for me. You watch her, and then I'm
Teach
going
you what I've learned.
to see what Zimra's doing, because I need to make sure she feels like she's contributing, because I don't want her to get depressed. Toodles!
Am I rolling for this?
You are. Sleight of hand at disadvantage, but it's sleight of hand and you're a rogue.
Oh no.
But if Briar's there, wouldn't it just
It's
be
a straight roll
flat
because you
roll?
are being assisted.
6 + 8.
Okay. Okay, 6 + 8. I'd say as you're cutting, you remember not to cut towards yourself. You begin for a moment and then you go, she said not to do that. And you cut forward, and as you're kind of going through and dicing, they are cut, they're uneven. So it's a little, you kind of have that triangular diagonal situation going on where the top half is real thick, but the bottom's real thin, because it's kind of in a sausage roll. So it's just unevenly diced, but it's definitely not bad, and you did not hurt yourself or the cutting board.
I think at some point I see that her finger is like getting a little close, and I'm just like, hey Ruby, why don't I just, and I'll mage hand a hand to hold it so that
No, I got this.
just let me just hold it steady for you. That way
okay,
you can
okay.
just cut straight through
I'm
the.
supposed to be cutting it straight through. She just said cut.
Just don't cut your finger. So cut,
But the shapes don't matter?
not this time.
Can I cut one of them into like a star?
Absolutely you can. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%. One of them is like a little baloney face, like when you used to do when you were a kid, where it has a smiley face.
There's
One
like
of-
a heart going on.
Yeah.
She said just cut it up. So I'm,
It's concerning to me how good you are with that knife.
well, I use Mom's dagger a lot.
Huh.
When is Mama coming back?
With that, we're gonna pull away. Back to you, Eris, actually, as you are. You be in the sitting room, I assume.
Yeah, sure. Whatever is the general hangout space.
The sitting room has those plush couches, is relatively comfortable, has a few sparse bookshelves, nothing akin to the library upstairs, but it's just a nice reading nook area where you can cozy up by a hearth and relax.
Yeah, I imagine I'm like trying to, like pick out any loose threads that could get in the way, like snip off little bits that, trying to make it look nice so we can get it back together, like prepping the fabric and whatnot.
You would see Voss comes down the stairs, poet shirt, no mask, but you'd see that's still a veil and what seems to be a blindfold, because the veil is still semi-translucent, so you can kind of see through it. Even when it dips below his nose, you can see the outline of his face. And as he walks towards you, he nods, and he pulls out a little, like, pocket hotel-looking sewing kit that seems like it's a field kit that he just has on him. All right, what kind of seam is it?
Oh, it's just a regular seam. It's nothing fancy, because I have to repair them quite often. Just a straight stitch.
All right. See, with remarkable precision for someone who assumedly cannot see through a blindfold, he threads the needle, ties it off, and crouches by your side. You'd said the tear is about...
Yeah, it's like right here, right? Yeah.
Okay. He tugs down, and he, sure enough, just easily begins to stitch it closed.
What did you learn how to sew for? Just for fun or for a specific reason?
When I was traveling a lot, I didn't have access to tailors, so I just figured that would be easier to patch things myself.
Yeah, I think everyone should learn how to sew, just even a little bit, repair holes and things. Thank you so much for helping, by the way.
Of course. The leather armor is actually extremely cumbersome and hard to repair if you consider that you get one hole in a straight piece of leather, you have to throw the whole thing out. So I learned because I wore a lot of padded armor before I got the plate.
I see. I did have a friend once who patched up a piece of leather armor with kind of like an embroidery technique, almost like a very, very small holes, and they filled the larger one with something, and then kind of made like a flower that covered the whole thing.
that is sweet.
It's possible.
Roll me perception while he's sewing.
Please not a nat one. 9.
With a 9, you notice that he has a kind of brooch that's pinned to his shirt. You notice that now that you've kind of seen it, he wears it on the outside of his cloak as well. When he's wearing his cloak, it's kind of like a cloak pin or a brooch if he's wearing it on his shirt. You can't make out what it is because he's kind of shifting as he sews, and part of the veil kind of falls to obscure it, but you know that it's there.
And it like was purposely moved from his cloak that he was wearing to this shirt?
Correct.
Okay. You're like, that's a lovely pin you have. I noticed you were wearing it before as well. Does it mean something to you?
You see he kind of moves the veil out of the way. It's a holy symbol, so yes.
Oh, very nice.
See, it's a butterfly.
I love butterflies. They're so beautiful.
I am quite fond of them as well.
Really? Do you have a favorite? Like favorite color, favorite kind?
He actually thinks about it. I think they are all beautiful in their individual ways, but I do like swallowtails. And he ties it off and he cuts it with his teeth.
Wow, quick! Thank you. Excellent work.
Thank you. I would hope that it is satisfactory. I tried to make sure that it would be good.
No, it's spectacular. I appreciate
But
it.
if it does not hold, come and find me and I will fix it. I understand that that is a magical kind of enchantment, so I did, I have, because and he kind of gestures awkwardly at his own form. I have magical items that I have to patch, so I had enchanted thread so that the enchantment will still work.
That's fantastic. You're so prepared.
For situations like this, yes, because I have to patch my own armor, and that could be bad.
Well, same to you. If you need help with anything, I'm quite good at it myself. I know sometimes it's easier to do it on a body.
Thank you, Eris. Look out.
Great. I'm gonna go to Zimmer's room.
Okay, you go to Simra's room.
I was like actively walking to find Mama.
Okay, you, like, again, like ships in the night, you two almost pass one another, but Eris, sure enough, you lock onto Zimra.
Hello. Are you busy?
I was just gonna ask Mama to send this letter out. Why?
Oh, I can
What do
wait for
need?
you if you are doing that.
Yeah. What's up? What do you need? What
Would
can
you
happen?
like to have a girls' night? You seem like you're a wonderful person, and I think we'd be great friends.
Thanks.
Go do what you're doing with Mama. Come up to my room. We can have a sleepover. I've got, face masks and whatnot. So, yeah, girls' night. See you. I'll walk away.
Okay. And I walk over to find Mama.
Zimra!
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, good, there you are.
Yes. I wrote this letter to my parents. I was wondering how I can send it out. Like, I don't know if you guys get like the postal service.
I can get a bird to do it. Here, just give it to me.
Great.
Perfect.
Here you go.
Do you have no, wait, actually, that's not how that spell works. I can just say their names, and I know their names because everyone does. So I'll just go ahead and do the. You see, she tucks it into one of her many pockets. Could you go ahead? And I really need your help, Zimra.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's up?
Could you go to the kitchen and I have almost everything ready. I just need you to make sure that the fire doesn't sputter out in the oven and that the casserole cooks well and that it all comes together right. I have everything laid out, but I have a little errand to do outside, and by that I mean I need to prune my plants. So if you could make sure that it comes together all right. I know it's a big ask, but
No, absolutely. I am gonna go upstairs and peek into Eris's room and be like, I need to help with dinner, but yes, to girls' night.
Oh, I already assumed you were coming back.
Oh, okay. And then I just leave and I go to the
what's
kitchen.
this about a girls' night?
Oh, Eris just asked me to hang out.
Am I invited to girls' night?
I mean, it's not really my thing, so I can't say.
Oh, it's all right. I'm just teasing
No,
you,
I don't want to like exclude you or anything. I really don't want to exclude you or anything. I don't want you to feel left out. I'm trying not to be mean.
She just holds your face. I'm going to go read a book tonight and have a great time by myself. Stop panicking. Go make a casserole.
Great.
Okay, bye, dear.
Okay.
Pats your cheeks.
I go into the kitchen and help with the fire.
You would see the same scene. The pots and pans are still being like stirred. You'd see all of these, what presumably you are aware of magic, are unseen servants are still working quite hard and diligently at their tasks.
I didn't put that together.
As you enter the room, Zimra, I looked at Ruby and I go, I didn't know that you and Zimra were having a girls' night. That's so fun.
Oh, no, it's not. It was
I'm just stirring a pot.
Eris just asked me to do a girls' night. Anyway, I did not know you guys were in here. I'm gonna take care of that fire.
Okay. I am happy to have the room to myself tonight, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna think in Zimra's head, you might not want to give up your territory in that room. She might not get to be back in there again.
I wonder if Red can change the lock.
Bird?
He's very smart.
Red is very resourceful.
Okay, so what I need from everyone is going to be a group survival check for cooking.
All right.
We're gonna take the average.
Come on, you can roll well this time. You are being bad.
Not my best. I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
17.
Oh my goodness!
I learned a new skill.
Okay, sure enough. Briar, it's almost unsettling to you how quickly your sister takes to this. She's quite good at it, and whether it be her knife skills or her natural dexterity, she is very, very adept at almost feeling out spices and measuring, despite having never cooked before. There is a recipe here. She is not reading it. It is doubtful she knows it is there. She is measuring with her heart, and you know what? It's going remarkably well. It smells good. And even more shocking to everyone, it looks not only edible, but good.
I spelt out mama with the chicken, but the A's are, one of them's the heart I cut out and one of them's the star.
Oh.
It is a very flashy casserole.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Because for mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you see this casserole kind of bubble up. Ruby, this is the first time you've actually seen anything cook. And you're taken back to the moment where Mama said that cooking is magic, because sure enough, all of these raw ingredients that you put in, everything that you gathered with your friends, remarkably, inexplicably turns into something cohesive. And you didn't know how all of those weird puzzle pieces were gonna kind of fit together, because raw meat smells bad. Raw vegetables smell bad. And you'd see, as all of these flavors meld together, it smells good. It smells like something that might come out of your own kitchen at home, but not quite as sterile. There's a different quality to it that's distinctly other and distinctly comforting.
I would go to pick up the casserole dish.
Would anyone like to try to stop her?
I feel, I'm like, would I be fully keeping an eye on her at this point, or do I need to make a perception check for that?
I would say roll perception at advantage because it's your sister. Would you stop her?
If I see it, I'd be like,
Evidently, I was keeping a very close eye on the situation because I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Okay.
Oh, wow, don't do that. Don't touch that. Ruby, it's hot.
But I made it.
Yeah, it's
I
hot.
think you can grab it.
Hey, we're not doing that. Everyone calm down.
There are 2 oven mitts on either side that you can just grab. They're floral and obviously patched in some places where they've torn apart. There's a little stuff peeking out in some places. If you want to touch it, there are oven mitts.
Is that what I use?
You can use the oven mitts if you want, yeah.
Okay. Look what I made.
That looks really good. Actually, very good. Good job. Genuinely good job.
Let's go show. I want to show Bossy and we have to show Mama. I'm just gonna go on a tour holding my casserole.
Okay, so we have a casserole tour. It's almost like a procession because it's Ruby in front and you 2 trailing behind her as she is displaying her casserole. Voss's room is at the end of the hall, so you'd actually pass Eris first. So Eris, you just hear the procession outside of your door.
Look what I made!
Oh, that's beautiful. Great work.
Thank you. I know.
You make it to the end of the hall, and do you knock on Voss's door?
My hands are full.
Okay.
So I'm just, Vossi!
You'd hear a little bit of a from inside, and then open. Sorry, I was doing wall push-ups. What is up?
I made dinner.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Thank you.
That smells fantastic.
Thank you.
Knee-jerk reaction. Sorry. It does genuinely smell fantastic.
I'm gonna show Mama now too.
All right, you go ahead. I will freshen up for dinner.
Which is this.
Yes, it smells great.
Hey, Mama.
Yes,
Oh,
dear.
that worked. Look, I made it. Oh, well, you're outside, but I made
One moment, you hear the ka-tunk, step, step, ka-tunk, step, step, as she makes her way up the stairs, and she opens the door.
Oh, it smells great. Oh, that's so sweet. Look at you cut it into little shapes. That's so cute, Ruby. Thank you so much. She did very good. Okay, everyone go sit. Break.
I'll set the table up.
Okay,
I come join everybody.
okay,
I'm sitting at the table.
okay.
I put your fabric on the cage.
Oh,
It changed color.
yes. I'm terribly sorry about that. I do see this outfit. This is the only clothes I wear. Everything
Is
else
it
is an
gonna-
illusion.
Is it gonna change every time you change?
Maybe.
I propose a toast, and she holds up her little cup. To everyone here, to Ruby for making dinner, and Zimra and Briar for helping, and to you, Eris, for the emotional and moral support throughout the process, and Voss, I'm sure you did something.
Boss carried the groceries back in.
For
Voss also fixed my pants for me.
Oh, good job.
Voss did some wall push-ups.
Well, that's his own personal business.
And,
Also helpful.
and Voss for exercising. All right, a toast to longevity and health and family and all that dribble that everyone usually toasts to.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, that's good. Well, then I don't want to keep everyone here for a stuffy formal dinner. So everyone disperse. Go to your various nights. We'll have fun about it.
Well, it seems we all have quite a bit of plans for this evening, yes?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Zimra, come with me. Everyone else, have a fantastic evening. We love you all.
Great. Good night, everyone.
Not Zimmer. Not Aries.
The room to myself.
Yeah, I know. You got, hey, look, be nice.
In Ruby's defense, Zimra is kind of.
A lot, right?
Forgive me, an editor is going to have to bleep this, but to her.
See, you're sensing it too, so it's not just me.
Well, you are welcome to stay and hang out with us.
Oh no, you have your boys' night. I'm gonna go just write in my diary, hang out with Red. I haven't had time alone. This has been a lot. It's a lot of people. I'm not used to that.
Regardless, you go ahead, you have fun.
You sleep well.
Thank you, Vossi. Good night. Have fun, you guys.
Good night. We're gonna do whatever this mess is first. You arrive into Eris's room, which has now been further decked out, I believe.
I did get some like little ribbons and things when we were in town that I have just kind of tried to make the space a little bit more colorful my own. Yes, so it's a bit more decorated.
Fun. I haven't had a girls' night in a while, so it's great.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
So tell me about you.
What do you want to know?
I don't know, just tell me about you. I don't know anything about you. Your favorite color, favorite food, anything like that, anything of the sort.
My name is Zimra, Evelyn Fixiris. My parents were adventurers. They own an adventuring school. I have 2 siblings. They're a lot cooler than I am.
What? You're very cool. How could they be cooler than you?
Well, my brother is like kind of like the golden child, you know, and my sister's also kind of like the golden child, and I'm just me, and you know, I was trying to do my own thing, and then that didn't work out, and now I'm trying the adventuring thing.
But I am hearing that you have 2 golden children siblings, which means you're the only one who is different, which wouldn't that make you stand out more?
I don't think it's a good thing.
I think it could be if you look at it a different way. Anyways, this is going to be so fun. I think we're going to be best friends. How do you like gossip?
Oh, well, I'm kind of trying to get away from doing the gossip thing, but it's been a while, so yes.
Fantastic. We are going to get along.
Okay, great.
Here's a face mask.
She puts it on.
Cucumbers.
Perfect.
What's your deal with us? You have a weird little vibe, and
I am so happy you knew what this girls' night was for.
Okay, great.
All right, listen. He's so cute, isn't he? Have I been subtle about it? I feel like I've done a good job of...
I mean,
Can you
yes.
lie?
I mean,
Great.
yes.
I feel like I've done a good job of trying to keep it to myself, but oh my goodness, he's adorable.
Yeah, sure.
So I've come up with a plan,
Oh, okay.
and I need your help.
Oh, okay.
You in?
Sure.
Spectacular. So, what I'm thinking is I heard you discussing before that the 2 of you were going to train in the morning.
Yeah.
Perhaps do a little bit of sword fighting.
Yeah.
I think it would be a spectacular idea if I learned how to sword fight as well.
Okay.
Right? But I need you to not volunteer to teach me so that Voss can.
I mean, I'm a pretty good teacher. Like,
Right.
I used to teach the
Right.
younger kids in the
Oh,
venturing
I'm sure
school.
you're
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Yes. Okay. Oh, little. Oh, the sword is too heavy for me. Oh, my poor arm, it's so heavy.
Well, I'm a better actor than that, but you're on the right track.
I'm not the bard of the family.
Oh, do you have a bard in your family?
Oh, well, 2 technically. My dad is a bard, and my brother is a bard and a barbarian. He kind of,
Cool. Have they been in anything that I would recognize?
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second to double check what my dad's name is. Because this is the first.
Sorry, my dad's name is
I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I don't want to.
Serious?
So where do we go from there?
Yeah. So my dad is a Rel Fixeris, and yeah, I'm trying to think of song titles.
Would I know this famous, is he like a famous bard? Would I recognize?
He's very famous.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Oh, yes, of course. I know your father. That's wonderful. I mean, not personally, but I know of him. you know.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How was it living with someone so famous?
It's interesting. You get a lot of people who are like, oh, Zumra, you're so much older. You grew so much. And I'm always like, I don't remember you at all. Yeah, I mean, the Fixeris aren't it's not like the Lion, but they're pretty well known. So it's kind of interesting. And a lot of people pass through our adventuring school. So, yeah. Yeah.
You are quite funny.
Am I?
Yes. So, thank you so much for sharing with me about your life. I'd be happy to hear more anytime you'd like to share.
Don't have to.
Well, that's fine too. So, let's just review a couple of things for tomorrow,
Okay,
right?
yes.
Spectacular. I need you to be my wing woman.
Okay,
You've
yes.
got this? Right. So,
Yeah.
we're going to go down. I'm going to come out with you in the morning.
Oh, okay,
and
great.
Be like, I've decided I'd love to learn how to sword fight, right?
Amazing.
And then I would say, do you think you could teach me to both of you? And you're going to say,
Oh, no, I'm not really a good teacher. Boss,
spectacular.
why don't you help him out?
Great. Fantastic work. Thank you so
Great,
much.
great.
Pulling away, we kind of.
So Voss, what's the little situation that I see happening here?
What situation?
Why were you carrying Eris on your shoulder when we first met y'all?
Because if I did not, he would have complained.
That's kind of fun.
Takes a long sip of his drink.
Well, what do you do for fun, Voss?
I like painting.
Oh, that's okay. That's really cool. What do you paint?
Landscapes mostly that turn out kind of abstract.
Ooh, that's. I want to see some of those.
Feel about an area.
You guys, do you have any of those in your room?
Yes.
I want to see some of those paintings. That sounds really cool.
All right. You are welcome in there. It is not off limits.
Yeah, let's go upstairs. I'm gonna grab the bottle and the glass. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. Okay. You would go up to his room and he would open it. It's unlocked, and as he kind of swings it open, you would see a relatively nice room. It's as gothic as you pretty much assumed it would be. There is a large plush black duvet kind of layered over a stiff bed. It's very military. But there is a little quilt over it that's been crocheted. It's green. There lace black curtains, a mirror on one side that's been covered, and a writing desk that's shoved into the nook of the wall that is just overflowing with papers and various books that are kind of upended, and an easel to the side of it, and you'd see there's just kind of almost a stack of these canvases that have been askew or discarded, but you'd see one that's currently on the easel and it looks like farmland, but as you look at it, it almost looks like the negative space. As you shift around, you can see, oh, from this angle I can see the corn stalks, but as I shift to this angle I see the fencing. You'd see it's abstract in the way that if you were walking and you could feel the world around you, it's how it would feel to be in a space. None of the colors match. It almost looks like aura art if you've ever seen it, but the shapes are a little bit more concrete.
That is so interesting. Is this like how you experience the world around you?
Yes.
It's really cool. That is really cool.
Yes, it's handy in a lot of situations. I feel good that no one invisible could sneak up on me.
Oh, that is actually really handy.
Right.
Voss, are you close with your family?
You snorts between back. I would not say so. Not necessarily.
When'd you leave home?
When the first time, the second time, or the third time.
Okay, so you kept going back.
Yes.
Let's talk about the first time.
Okay, that I was 13 and I ran away.
All right, let's hear that story then.
I got mad and I ran away.
What'd you get mad about?
I
I feel like 13, there's always something happening.
always something disagreeing with my parents.
Yeah.
It happens.
I know that life. That's.
You run away, ever?
Well, all right, running away, not quite, but I didn't stick around home as much as Ruby kind of had to. I spent a lot of time in our town.
Long sip.
Longs. You spent a lot of time with bigwigs growing up?
Yes. Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Not my first time patching clothes for someone.
Oh, gotcha. Interesting.
Oh, what interesting. What are you trying to discern?
You just didn't strike me as someone who... That kind of implies that you worked for like a family of some kind.
Oh, I certainly worked for a family.
You just kind of struck me as like more of a military man.
Yes. They can coexist.
That's true. You know, Voss, you're an interesting guy.
How so?
Well, you're dressed all in black. You have a porcelain mask. Now, that is a really specific and kind of very cool fashion choice.
Thank you. I care about my aesthetics.
And you do well with them, I will say. That butterfly is really nice too.
I appreciate it. It's somewhat it wasn't always. I used to have a different, but
How long have you been coming around Mama's house?
As long as I've needed to.
Okay, all right, vague, keeping your secrets.
You continue to ask questions about me because you prefer not to answer questions about yourself.
No, you just haven't asked me many questions.
Okay, why does the woods make you uncomfortable?
I love it.
That's, yep, good question. So, I have this little, I have this little thing where I kind of have like an ambient hearing what's going on in people's heads, and sometimes trees and animals just a little bit.
I'm going to let you ask me one question that I will answer completely honestly, but you have to let me do the same.
Let's do it, yeah. Let's go.
All right. You can go first if you want.
All right, Voss. Who's your favorite person here right now?
Eris.
Ooh, all right. Okay. All right.
Do you like your sister?
I mean, to be honest, I don't feel like I know her very well.
Why?
That's the second question. All right.
I'll let you ask me why.
Yeah, why?
It's not the first time we've met.
Oh! All right, I know my third question.
Answer why.
All right. So, when I was about 6 years old, my mama passed away. A few years after that, her mama came on the scene. She was very nice. She was lovely to be around. And then Ruby was born. And my dad started working away from home a lot, doing a lot of diplomatic stuff. And then that whole dynamic changed a lot. So I didn't really get to know Ruby because I wasn't really allowed to spend a lot of time with Ruby. So.
I like your sister a lot.
She's sweet.
She's not. She is earnest, and she is naive.
Yeah, that's things I've been learning.
But I like it because that means that the world hasn't made her into something she's not yet. I like your sister a lot.
Yeah. I'm not really worried about who she is. I'm worried about who she spent most of her time with growing up.
Those we are in the company of, they perhaps influence our understandings of the world, yes, but they do not influence who we are at our core.
No, I know that. That's part of
Then
why I stuck around.
I encourage you not to see her mother when you look at her.
Where'd you meet this young gentleman, Eris, then?
It's not the first time I've sewn up someone's shirt. It is not my story to tell. Nor does he. I think no. And I prefer it that way.
Well, my lips are sealed.
Last thing, not a question, but an observation.
Mm-hmm.
There is something kindred between you and I. Though I will not say what. Lovely night. Okay, with that, Ruby, you're in a room with a bird before you go night-night. What would you like to say to your birdie?
I'm just like, okay, so here's something. Okay, so this is a strip of fabric I got from the first store. This is a strip of fabric I got from the second store. I didn't bring one home from the farm, but I did pet a cow. I know. And then we went back to the second store, so I didn't grab a ribbon from there because we already have one.
Feathers rustle a little bit and nudges his head against you.
Oh, and this gray one was from Eris. I think it might change. We'll keep an eye on that.
Cocks its head.
Oh, yeah, we got this. We'll keep track of that. I made a casserole tonight. I stole you some.
Just gently out of your hands, he hops a few moments and then perches on the heel of your hand. You feel his little talons digging in your feet, the foot of your hand a little bit, and he just starts pecking.
It's been really fun. We're outside. Well, we're inside, but we're outside.
This was a chicken casserole.
Oh no, I only gave like the like veggies and stuff.
Red begins to just eat up everything in your hand, chirping happily, and all of the candles, all of the sconces in the house begin to dim as curfew sets. And the light recedes. You'd see that the only creeping tendrils are those silver beams from the moon above, just barely creeping through the dense canopy. We're gonna call session there and wait for the morning for your various escapades that will surely go well. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This was very fun. I love RP sessions, and I hope you all had fun too. And we will see you next time when Eris really, really tries to woo a boy. We'll see.
Let's go.
Episodes air every other Tuesday.
What Jessi said.
Bye.